Confessional time. Where is my burger? Welcome. Let's begin with our tributes to the fallen. Upside Diamond, what are you doing? All of my responses are so positive. I'm such a Mary Sue. Ooh woo. Whatever, just say what you must, I guess. Who is this guy again? Not much else I can say about you other than what even was the point in joining if you were just gonna be AFK lol. Earth is better. You didn't say anything in the server, nor did you do well in the challenge you were in, but by what I have seen, you are prominent in a few other camps, so you could have done well in this one had you been a bit better in the challenges and a bit more active. But hey, you almost beat a finalist. It was sad, you're one of the better contestants of this camp, but then you kinda just threw because you didn't want to compete. I don't know why you did not just sign up in the first place, but you actually had some potential. I can't beat you. We didn't really get to know you much, but even in your short span, you didn't go unnoticed. Getting 5 in the second challenge showed potential, and that a little more effort could help you a lot. It is sad that you had to go because of a token, but the lack of interactions didn't help you. You were low-key gone too soon, not gonna lie, but the fallout from Season 2 happened and low-key killed you. It was depressing to say the least for you due to me and Zero bonding with you in Season 2. 2763E. In your challenges performances, you showed you weren't a bad participant in any manner, generally doing decent challenges, and you were been a threat in other camps I know about. However, much to your unluck, you were fast socializing or tokening, leaving you vulnerable. This simple mistake cost you in the game, which is unfortunate. The biggest robbing of camp history right here. All could have been avoided if Gleber didn't use his token, and I feel bad for you honestly. If anything, you deserve to be right here with me in the finale, writing the same thing I'm writing right now. I like shrimp. You were a competitor that didn't get much time to have comfort in the game, failing to help the team in the first 3 challenges. After getting an okay score in the 4th challenge, you could have had a streak going, but since nobody knew who you were, you got revenge tokens you left. Shame, your character had a good design. Kinda saw your low score coming because of your Season 3 placement, but nothing you can do if you're not the best. Trust me, I know. You tried, I guess. You were good in the server, but unfortunately for you, that wasn't enough. I wish I got to know you more, even if you showed inconsistencies, do not participating in 4B. You proved you can cook when you try. Top 3 and 5B shows that. However, it was too late for that and you were thrown off the bus. You weren't all too bad from what I can remember. I actually liked your set very much and hope you would get far, but I guess not, sadly. Sobs. 67, 67, 67, 67, 67, 67, 67, 67, 67, 67. Despite not being the most talkative, you made up for that in challenge performances, getting a good placement in 3 of the 4 first challenges. You always did what you was enough to survive and somewhat thrive. The peak of that was in 2nd and 5B. You kept the performances in 6B. Sadly, despite your knowledge that you were targeted, your defense wasn't enough. As good as you are in diff, it was surprising to see you go, but then again, that's because most of the PNG server actually know what camps are unlike diff, but still, you actually seem very good, but what can you do? Oh my god, is that Maggot from Ramshackle? You joined late, but still shows you weren't just a joke. I mean, you had to rush your performance in Challenge 1 4B, but still beat out 2 people. You won the following challenge, and then you did get last. It showed inconsistency but potential. It's a shame you had to leave after a luck challenge. Had floating not win, you'd possibly survive. Honestly, you were kind of mid from what I remember. I honestly can't recall a single moment in my mind where you had what you did other than have weird confessionals. You would have made it far if you didn't get targeted. You managed to go by without much notice, but you were able to not be seen as a threat and as a good contribution to this camp server. It is unfortunate a challenge took you out. You had a lot to offer. I judge a lot of people of how good they are in camps based on the contestant asset they use, which is why I was honestly surprised by your performance. You got a lot further than I thought. Good riddance to you. Who's Alex? You're a really awesome guy who deserved your pot in the final 6. You certainly tried your best, as was seen in challenges like the Pokemon one, plus the fact that you had a lot of tokens. You were a powerhouse and showed that you were a force so hard to take down. You're honestly a very good player for your teammates, not gonna lie. Then again, you were an instant target as soon as you didn't win once, due to literally everyone in the server knowing you. You were the Season 3 winner, not gonna lie, but overall a very good and nice person. You low-key cooked. Please speed, I need this. While I didn't get to know you much, you were a good competitor, doing well in some challenges and generally playing a good game. Shame you were eliminated. It was a very close vote there. You reached alumni for a reason, though. Legit my only teammate, lol. TBH, if it wasn't for him, I'd most likely be dead by now, Lamo. But yeah, he's cool. Dialect Dandy, trust. You were certainly a physical competitor, doing enough just to survive. Despite this, you were quite active in the server and improved everyone's experience. And while even with your generally low quality performances, you showed that you had what it took to get out of these moments alive. Sadly, in the final 4, a tiebreaker vote was what took you out, leaving an efficient competitor short of the final 3. You're the fucking worst. Not only do you half-ass challenges and submit last minute, but you're actively getting attitude when people tell you to do the challenges? The fuck are you even a camp for if you're not gonna do shit? You're legit the most useless contestant ever. Fuck you. Although, for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole, so don't keep the devil waiting, old friend. Well, that's everyone. With that in mind, roll the final voting screen.